I did the PET scan, came back. The results were already in my inbox, and it said 0 hypermetabolic activity present in my entire body, which blew me away because I didn't know that that would be possible in just 2 months' time of doing these meditations. I found a lump in each breast and was diagnosed very quickly with breast cancer, triple positive breast cancer, one kind invasive lobular in the right and a DCIS in the left. Surgery, chemo, radiation were all my options, and they said, you need to start it right away. And by the way, you know, this is imperative. You have to go on hormone replacement or hormone blocking, excuse me, and then, but we need more scans. And I've never been a person who's ever done a lot. I mean, I've never done more than an X-ray. I've always, in fact, when I got diagnosed, all my friends and family were like, you're the last person I would think that would get this, because I've always been very health conscious, and to the point where it's ridiculous now that I look back and think of how much I was doing to try to prevent disease. I had to do all these different scans, a CT scan, a biopsy, a liver biopsy, because after the CT scan, they found it in my liver. And then it was a whole different story. Now it's stage 4 and you have to start chemo now. I'm also, you know, going and seeing an integrative doctor, and they're saying, yeah, this is serious. You need to start doing something now. Both camps were very, different in terms of their approach, but I had to just drop in and say, okay, what is it that I feel is best for me? I was scared though, you know, and every time you get a test and every time you see a doctor, it's like drinking from a fire hose, like all this information that comes at you, and I just would go to bed so scared and frightened every night, worrying about this. I've been meditating for 20 years. My meditation practice went out the window. I've been following Dr. Joe for over 20 years. I saw him and read all of his books, and you know what I forgot though is that I am the creator of my own life. So by November of just last year, stage 4 breast cancer, and I surrendered it all. I said, okay, if I'm going to do anything, I know I have to heal it here. And if Source wants me to have chemo, then that's what I'll do. If Source wants me to have surgery, that's what I'll do. And so I just kept finding people in my healthcare team that aligned with me. The oncologist did not recommend chemotherapy initially. So until 2 months later, when I had the PET scan, which is when they inject your body with radioactive material and see where the cancer is in your body, because cancer eats up all the radioactive material. And it was unfortunately now in my bones, ribs, it was in my back, and I just thought, it doesn't change the game for me. In fact, I didn't tell my family that it had gone into the bones. I was so scared of getting cancer my whole life, and I knew I needed to change that fear. So I just started doing the work and just reading as much. Anytime I got health scare information, I had to get information that I knew was going to help change my mind. I got all my books out and I started reading, you know, You Are the Placebo and Changing the Habit of Being Yourself. And I just started meditating once in a while until that January diagnosis. And I thought, no, I have to get really serious. I remember having a, conversation in one of my meditations with God, and I just said, okay, I just need to know that this is possible. Yes, there are miracles that have happened, but I don't know anyone that this has happened to. I need a modern miracle person in my life to show me that this is possible. Literally the next day, I was scrolling through my YouTube channel, and this beautiful Stories of Transformation came up, and it was a woman by the name of Monique who shared her journey, and it was very similar to mine in terms of diagnosis, and she just had this beautiful story about how she decided to do the meditations and really, dedicate herself to them. And she wasn't able to go to a progressive, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to one before my next PET scan. So I really needed to listen to how she did it. I meditated twice a day, 3 times a day, often, and it was changing the habit of being yourself was the one of the meditations, and blessing of the energy centers was the other meditations, and those two were very powerful for me. I remember, in fact, one meditation that helped me to actually connect to that feeling of being healed. And after that meditation, I knew it was going to be okay. The PET scan had to be done, and May 19th, I had a PET scan. And that day was a Friday, and I remember going in thinking, you know what, this is already healed, so I'm not going to worry about it. Or at least I thought it's already healing. I didn't know if it was going to be completely gone. And I did the PET scan, came back home. The results were already in my inbox, and I didn't look at them. I decided, I don't need this. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I want to be with my family. I want to enjoy my life, and I'll look at the scan later. So I did a few days later, and I looked on the computer because it was in my inbox, and it said 0 hypermetabolic activity present in my entire body, which blew me away because I didn't know that would be possible in just 2 months' time of doing these meditations so rigorously and really believing that I could do this. I just want to say thank you to Monique, because she was so pivotal in my healing journeys, and this community has been amazing. Coming here, this is my first retreat, and it was because I wanted to just be a part of how amazing this is. So just thank you so much, and I just want to share the love and share the possibility that you can heal yourself too.